Russia and China have launched a fierce and coordinated diplomatic offensive against the United States and Israel following the killing of a top Iranian leader, framing the strike as a dangerous escalation that could destabilize the global order. Beijing has reacted with unusually strong language, signaling a clear shift in tone as it directly challenges Israel's policy of targeting Iranian officials.
China is shocked by this statement. We have been opposed to the use of force in international relations, and the killing of Iran's national leaders and attacks on civilian targets are even more unacceptable.
China is now positioning itself as a stabilizing force, calling for an immediate halt to military operations and urging all sides to step back before the situation spirals beyond control. Through its diplomatic outreach in the Middle East, Beijing is emphasizing dialogue, negotiation, and respect for sovereignty, while warning that continued escalation could trigger a broader regional crisis.
He urged the parties concerned to immediately cease military operations and avoid the situation from descending into an uncontrollable stage, called for resolving issues through dialogue and negotiation, and addressing differences through political and diplomatic means.
Moscow, meanwhile, has taken an even sharper line, openly blaming Washington and its allies for triggering a chain reaction that is now expanding across regions. The Kremlin says it had long warned that any force-based scenario involving Iran would lead to widespread destabilization, and now argues that those warnings are materializing in real time. Russia is framing the situation not as an isolated military escalation, but as the beginning of a much wider geopolitical and economic crisis.
If you recall, quite some time ago at various levels, including President Putin, we said that the development of a force-based scenario around Iran would lead to destabilization in the region. We are now witnessing this extreme destabilization throughout the region, the expansion of the geography of hostilities.
The Kremlin is also highlighting the immediate global fallout, particularly in energy markets, where prices are surging amid fears of prolonged instability. Russia says the impact is already being felt worldwide, with supply chains, energy routes, and economic stability coming under pressure. By linking the Iran conflict directly to global economic consequences, Moscow is reinforcing its argument that the actions of the United States and Israel are not contained, but are instead triggering a systemic shock.
We also see destabilization of global energy markets. These are the consequences that the whole world is now feeling, including the Russian Federation.
Despite that mounting criticism, the United States is showing no signs of stepping back, defending its campaign as precise, deliberate, and intensifying with each passing day.
The last job anyone in the world wants right now? Senior leader for the IRGC, or besiege. Temp jobs, all of them. And to borrow a page from Admiral Ernest King in World War II, we've decided to share the ocean with Iran. We've given them the bottom half.
Together, China and Russia are now converging on a powerful shared narrative that the targeting of Iranian leadership and the expansion of military operations represent a dangerous turning point.